This is the weekly forecast for the week of 26th of March 2017. It's for all star signs. It includes a love and soulmate section, as well as general and career section, and a soul path evolution. Now this week is very interesting. Usually the three sections of the reading, although there may be a similar vein running through the reading for your love life, for your general career, and for your soul path, this week is even more interesting than normal because, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just quickly move through all the cards so that you can see what they are, and then I'll discuss it with you. But I think before I've even gotten to the end of moving through all the cards, you'll see what I'm speaking about. The first card is the Queen of Passage, and that means that you are now going through the last stage of letting go of something, releasing something, moving on from something. Where relationships are concerned, this would mean you letting go of a relationship pattern or a phase of a relationship, or you letting go of a particular relationship. And you're moving on to something new. Now, that green man always talks about almost an abundance, a flourishing, something new that's just going to grow and grow and grow kind of thing. And the Queen of the Golden Bough speaks about healing, but she speaks about profound healing on a deep level. This is a wound you've been carrying around for many lifetimes. It's not just this lifetime, and although you may consider it to be just from this lifetime, and the manifestation seems to be only in this time, this card says it's not. It's an old wound. This is a wound that you've carried for many, many lifetimes, and you haven't managed to heal it yet. Now, if we move on to your general forecast reading, you'll see the first card that comes up is the Lovers, and this is making a choice. This is deciding, do you stay or do you go? The Nine of Cups speaks about fulfillment of wishes, about doing something, a project, or creating something, or starting something new, which shows great promise. And the Fool is about setting off, because you know, if you set off on this new trip, this new phase, this new leg of your journey, there is promise waiting for you. And it's an optimism because now you've made a decision. You're moving on to something new. If it's a new career, a new phase of your career, a new project, you've made the decision, you're moving on. If we look at your soul path evolution, you'll see first comes opportunity and then comes healing. So can you see there's a common thread through all three of these sections of your reading, but they're almost identical. They speak about opportunity to heal. And also, although in the soul path evolution, there isn't a third card that says that the opportunity will be abundance, it will be better, you'll move on to things better. What it says on the card, when your eyes are open wide, opportunities you never thought possible will manifest. So through this healing, you're going to be opening a whole lot of new doors. The healing occurs because you make a choice or a decision. And in the process, you move on to something new, a new level of it, or something entirely new. And there's great promise showing in whatever that newness is. Now, as per usual, I will always say to people when I do readings for them, you do have a choice. If you want to stay with what you're with, well, that's your choice. You are not being dictated to. This is where you have your free will. But if you decide you don't want to be doing this anymore, it's time to move on from this. And that first card, the Queen of Passage, does, and the Lovers do speak about the choice of it not being easy. We tend to stick to what we know, like the saying says, better the devil you know, right? That's generally how we feel. But if this week you feel like, no, you know what? It is time for me to move on. I've actually gradually been letting go, but I haven't really had I want to say guts because that's what it feels like, to finally just let it go and move on. This week is the opportunity to do that. And in so doing, you're going to be healing a very old wound. So even though the story playing out in this lifetime doesn't seem as if it's a big or an old wound, in fact it is. And now is the portal or the opportunity to move forward, heal that old wound, and there's a massive opportunity waiting on the other side of it. And that opportunity, I think, is going to be on every level of your life, relationships, career, and soul path. As you can see, it has played out in every part of the reading. this is a really, really interesting, really wonderful reading. If any of you would like a personal or private reading, we can take a look at how this was playing out in your life. Or if you would like a soulmate reading, which is absolutely my favorite by now, you all know it is. You can contact me at theoracletimes@gmail.com, or you can book a reading via the website. You'll see the URL show up in the owl picture. There's also other options, short readings as well, which are very affordable if you'd like to do those. I hope you enjoyed this very interesting reading. Well, for me it was. And thank you for listening, for liking and commenting. All much appreciated.